From the gates of the Rockies to Yellowstone Park to the mountain they call the Storm King. There are crosses in canyons carved from its stone, scars from the fires caused by lightning. The heat and the smoke cause their own weather. The wind makes the power line.
I truly believe that this is music that makes a difference. That's the reason that I've done it from the beginning, and it's always been the reason that I've kept on doing it.
So here's to the lost souls who carried the shovels from the Cascade Red Cedar to Dakota Sagebrush. May we all be as brave as those young men and women when we face our own trial by fire.
For more than 35 years, Tom May has lived the life of the folk troubadour. He's played in all 50 states, but he freely admits the riches he's gained are not financial.
My reward is the joy of being able to play and write the music, and most of all, to connect with those people. If you miss the friends and the people connections along the way, you've missed all there is.
Red wine and a rose-scented woman. That's all this old fool needs, just a blue road. Red wine on a cold Nebraska morning and a few good books to read. So Dan, you just tell us when you're ready.
Tom has been making lots of friends for folk music on his weekly radio program called River City Folk.
I went to the first public radio station I could think of, and they said, yeah, let's do it.
Back when I was a child and the circus came to town, my favorite ride of all was the old-time merry-go-round.
That was July of 1985, and it's been going ever since, like a freight train out of control that I'm always behind on.
And try to hook your finger around the hole in that brass ring.
My guest today is David Rea. He played a song for us there called The Brass Ring. David started performing with Gordon Lightfoot on Gordon's first album when David was only 17. I had the opportunity to play with Gordon many times as an opening act in the 1970s, and neither one of us would have had exactly the same career without that fellow's help. So we thought we'd do this song today all together. It's called For Lovin' Me, and David's got this signature lick, which always starts it off. That's what you get for loving me. That's what you get for loving me. Everything you had is gone.
River City Folk plays on many public radio stations and on XM satellite radio.
That's what you get for loving me.
Basically, what I hope to accomplish with it is just to continue to give singer-songwriters and people in all different kinds of folk music an outlet to be heard by a wider audience that would never have the chance to hear what they do. There are very, very few outlets on the national level for this kind of music, and River City Folk remains a big one after all these years.
Everything you had is gone, as you can see. That's what you get for loving.
Tom's radio show kind of completes the circle for him. He grew up in the Midwest, and it was listening to people like Gordon Lightfoot and Judy Collins on the radio that made him a folk music lover.
And I started writing some of my own songs, just for fun, really. I never envisioned it being a career. As my old friend Alan Damron said, it was a hobby that got totally out of control.
And let me know when you're done.
When on tour, Tom always enjoyed coming through the Portland area, but it was an unusual request that eventually inspired him to live here.
A fan actually flew me here for her birthday party, her 40th birthday party in 1988, and a collection was taken up at that birthday party, and that was the first Winterfolk. And then they asked me if I would organize it every year, and I've been doing it ever since.
There's hope for you and me, my friends, with our backs against the wall. If there's water flowing from the stream, there's
Winterfolk is a benefit concert held every February to benefit Sisters of the Road Cafe. Tom serves as its musical director, MC, and one of the performers.
if a man still does the best he can, though no one cares, if mothers rock their babes to sleep, say a little prayer. If the old car starts when the wind blows cold, away down in the fall, if there's one good spark in the falling dark, there's hope for one and all. There's hope for you and me, my friends, with our backs against the wall. If there's one good spark in the falling dark, there's hope for one and all. Thanks for being part of Hope tonight and being a part of this benefit for Sisters of the Road. Number 18, it's hard to believe it. It couldn't happen without everybody who comes out to be a part of the music and part of the mission of Sisters of the Road on a daily basis. Thanks again to all of those who've talked with me and shared a laugh or two, to the gentleman up in Edmonton, Alberta, who showed me what to do, to those who listen faithfully, even those who are untrue, to all of you and to everyone I say, thank you for your time, you make the pleasure mine.
Whether it's performing for a big crowd like this or at a small coffee house, Tom says his goal is for listeners to leave feeling just a little bit different than when they came in.
Whether it gives them a little bit of hope, whether it just makes them look at their own lives, or just gives them a different perspective. I hope that that happens, and I know it does happen. We throw out these little pebbles into the water, and we never know how big the circles are going to get. It's really surprising sometimes, but it really reinforces my belief that it is music that makes a difference.
Thank you for your time, you make the pleasure mine. You underline the words to every line and every song. I'd be dead wrong if I thought that I could do this on my own. Thanks for never leaving us alone.